Hey guys, welcome back to Lovin Dubai Show. It is Wednesday morning and it is kicking off outdoors. It is raining and Simran is dressed the part.
I am, and I'm also dressed a part of boarding schools. Speaking of which, Casey, what is the tea with boarding schools?
Okay, so if you've ever watched The Crown, King Charles went to Gordonstoun in UK where his experience was famously documented. Now they are bringing that school to Abu Dhabi in a day school form. We spoke about it on the show. We talked about the price points. Along with that, we had the incredible DXB Hun talking her secrets to social media success. Hey guys, welcome back to Lovin Dubai Show. Introducing DXB Hun. This Dubai Hun started her career in Dubai as a teacher 5 years ago. She's now a fully fledged blogger and she's going to reveal Dubai's best kept secrets and the secrets to her social media success. Welcome to the show. Thank you so much for being here.
Hi. Thank you. Thanks for having me.
Not at all.
You came in like a ball of sunshine, bringing so much energy to this studio. Are you always this energetic?
Yeah, all the time. Yeah. I did have a coffee and I am up before 9 o'clock, which is rare these days after teaching for 5 years. But yeah. I'm always like this, always, yeah.
This is the thing. So I've seen your account. I've seen loads of your videos. They're great, by the way. I would never have known that you're a teacher in that journey, which is super cool because I think so many of us, I also came to the country as a teacher. And tell us,
I love that. I'm all about career changes.
So tell us, like, how did you, first of all, how did you end up in Dubai as a teacher? Okay. And then tell us about the job.
Yeah, so how did I end up in Dubai as a teacher? I actually had friends from university. I went to University of Brighton and a couple of my friends had moved to Dubai as a teacher. I was seeing it on Instagram all the time and their life looked amazing. And they're like, Coral, you're going to love it. You're absolutely going to love it. And that was it. I was sold and I thought, you know what? I was 27 and just things were a bit loose end in the UK and I just thought, that's it. I'm taking the jump. So amazing. Yeah, I moved and yeah.
Okay, fine. So we spoke about this during the show. Yeah. Have you ever been to a boarding school when you were a kid?
Never.
Is it something
I heard about this?
Would you want to go to a boarding school? What are your thoughts on boarding school? It's just random.
No, I wouldn't. No way. No, I shouldn't say that, but no. I think I just went to a normal school, you know. I think it grounds you, you know, makes you a bit, you know, stronger.
So then how did you get into the whole aspect of like content curation, blogging?
Yeah. So I kind of felt like it was just after COVID, you know, and I felt like you know, there was no one in Dubai really telling people from a British point of view of things to do in Dubai. And I used to, when my family used to visit, I used to make really good itineraries and I had friends asking me for them and I always seemed to know what was going around town, you know. And that's actually where the name DXB Hun comes from, but I'll tell you that in a minute. And yeah, so I just thought, you know what, I'm going to start making videos. And I actually started on TikTok first, and I just started putting little clips together. Honestly, if you scroll right back to the beginning of my TikTok, there are some dreadful videos.
Oh, we should have done that.
The level of content creation then was horrendous. They're just so badly put together. Now I'm like, you know, and then some people started sharing my videos. I think I've had like other news outlets sharing my videos, and I had no one to credit. Everyone couldn't credit me because I didn't have an Instagram account. So yeah, that's how I thought, well, I think I was on TikTok around like 6 months. So I thought, well, I got to open an Instagram account. And then the Instagram has definitely overtaken the TikTok now. And I think Reels are a really big part of social media. And I started just improving and getting better. And yeah. But I make everything with my iPhone.
But you know, some people will say it's really easy to take a video. And some people have a really negative view of bloggers and influencers.
They do.
But like, I think actually, personally, I would say the hardest part is actually putting yourself out there.
Yeah.
And were you nervous to do that and share videos at the beginning?
I really was, to be honest. And it took a lot of push. At the beginning, I used to use the TikTok voiceover. I don't know if you know that like kind of robotic. And I remember my teaching friends, I started to go viral on a few and they said, Coral, you have such a nice voice. Why don't you use it? But even putting my voiceover was scary, just knowing it was me. And then I had another blogger friend and he said, he's very successful here in Dubai. And he said, Coral, you need to start putting yourself on the camera because then you're the brand. You know, not anyone can make a good video, but there's a lot of bloggers in Dubai and they make amazing videos, but they're not in it. Now people are, you know, you are the brand. You are what is, you know, the face of it. So yeah, it was scary. And I definitely did it more when I left teaching. I started to plant a bit, but you know, being a teacher, I did have to kind of stay a bit anonymous, I felt like. But then as soon as I knew I was leaving, I was like, Hi everyone. yeah.
That's a massive step, and congratulations! Like on Instagram alone, in 3 years, you've like 76,000 followers now. That's incredible,
and they're all real, which I'm really passionate about. Because unfortunately,
you can tell. You can really tell with the engagement when followers are real and when the the fan base is like legitimate. So I want to ask about like how did you go from from teaching, you took the massive step of like just going into content curation full time, but we know this industry starts off with a lot of like unpaid barters and collabs. So how did you go from that to paid gigs?
Good question. I did a lot for free in this city, like so much, probably a good year, 2 years for free, everything for free, building up that platform. I remember I got my first free meal. It was Easter Sunday, literally a year ago to this day, and that was my first free meal. And I remember being so excited. It was in Abu Dhabi, a restaurant there, and I drove all the way to Abu Dhabi to go there, and me and my friends were just like, wow, a free meal. But then your time starts to become valuable.
A year ago.
So April last year was my first free meal collaboration invite, and it's amazing. And then in the end, your time becomes valuable. I can't lie to you, I probably get 100 messages a day inviting me to different restaurants and things, and it's lovely. But in the end, your time, people think, oh, you get a free meal, it's lovely. But then I have to go home and make that video for 2 hours at least, and edit it. And that's the bit that takes the time. And, shooting it, often you eat cold food. And it's like, people think, oh, you get a free meal, it's so nice. But actually, there's a lot that goes on behind it.
That's what. So you're getting 100 messages a day.
At least.
And how many of those will turn into actual paid collaborations? Because at the end of the day, you've left your job, so now you want to make a business out of it. Yeah,
because sometimes people are like, barter, but your trade license, everything you have to get, that costs like, on average, 20,000 dirhams. So, you get that. And I'm like, sorry, it's now my life. It's my rent. A free meal is not going to pay your rent. But I understand restaurants, and it also costs them money to give you food. But, it's a value of things. I had a restaurant the other day. They invited me back to a different restaurant of theirs. And they said, Coral, that video you did us before, we were fully booked for the next 2 months, back to back daily. Amazing. And think about the money you're making that restaurant. The little fraction that I'm asking for is really not as much as I know I can make a company,
100%. It should be, like, of course, like they should accommodate in the marketing budgets and stuff like they are to ask for that promotion. But how do you calculate like how much you charge for your content, and how did you start doing that? Luckily I have my sister's best friend in the UK actually is a successful blogger, and she gave me so much advice, and talking to other bloggers in Dubai as well, very well known real followers bloggers, accredited, and we discuss, we talk about it, what's the value, what do you think, Unfortunately, the UAE actually, we charge a lot less than the UK. There's some sort of, I think it's only up and coming that people are now realizing they need budgets for content creators. I actually hate the word influencer. I don't see myself as an influencer.
Why do you hate the word influencer? Because I know it's got negative connotations. But
influencer.
It's got negative connotations, but at the end of the day, what you're doing is encouraging people to do something.
Someone actually said such a good thing. He was a marketing guy, and he was like, Coral, you started as a content creator, but you've turned into an influencer, I just find the word influencer, like, it comes across like fake and, posy pictures on the beach, Burj Al Arab, like, in the bikini, and that's not me, and I make good quality videos, and I think I kind of broke that mold in Dubai of that aesthetic look, I'm 32, I'm not aesthetically Instagram, but that's what people love. So I think,
So what is your, let's say, personality on social? Like, do you keep it real, candid, or do you mostly focus on like whatever you showcase and the way you interact? Is it just work-based? Like you're just going to show people what they want to see, or will you show parts of yourself and your life that, this is me candid?
Yeah.
Like it if you like it, don't.
It's always candid, to be honest. The reels are not so much. They are like in more information, the reels, but stories is candid. Like I'm like, I just woke up, and it is my life, and it's really nice to be able to get my personality across in stories. I kind of would love to go down that route in TikTok as well, but it's just so hard. Once you've got that consistent and it works, it's hard to change it. The algorithm, they see you doing information videos every day. As soon as you do something different, it's like, ooh, so it likes consistency.
That's interesting. I think that people get to know you and they love your personality. So what's the reaction you get from, I guess, friends when you started putting yourself out there, and then also randomly from the public?
Yeah.
Are you getting a lot of DMs every day?
Oh, yeah, every day. Every day. And they're normally good. I get like 99% good, I would say. Obviously, you have to have thick skin. Like, you do get trolls, you do get them days. I get comments about the way I look, and you have to just suck it up. It's part of the job. You know, there's good parts of the job, bad parts of the job, and that is just one of them. My friends are so supportive. They're my day one huns. Like, there's 5 of us, and honestly, I would not be here today without their support. Like, I've been homeless, I've lived with them, because obviously being a teacher, you get accommodation, and that obviously went, and honestly, I've lived with them, everything, and now I'm finally in a position where I'm like, okay, yeah, it's all right. Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
I made it, Mum.
Day one huns, I love that so much. With the negative stuff, do you respond? Because like we get that too, you know. But we're obviously on a news platform, and there has to be a professional element in how we speak to the audience. But sometimes you can get triggered, and it's very difficult to kind of like hold that back. But it's your personal brand is being shaded. So how do you respond to that?
It just depends on the time of the month, I think. Some days I'm like, thank you, have a lovely day. And sometimes I'm like, like, you know, I think it just depends. And, you know, sometimes my mum is my best critic. She's like, Coral, you can't put that, Coral, you know, don't respond like that, or take that video down, you know. Recently, I had a very viral video, and sometimes you have to think, okay, is this going to be good for the public? Is it not? And you have to decide, you know. So, yeah, I did actually have to take that video down. So it does happen sometimes.
Because of the public court of discontent, or because of your mum?
A mixture. I thought it was kind of positive. You know, sometimes the most viral things are the most controversial. That's what I've worked out as well, unfortunately. You know, for me, it was funny, you know, but sometimes the comments, it was just like not going so well. So you have to make that decision sometimes. Okay, it's nearly 1 million views, but is this going well? Okay, I think I'm going to remove it, or turn off the comments sometimes as you've just had enough. You can't please everyone. You know, there's always going to be something.
That's the thing.
You know?
That's so true, not pleasing everyone. And we want to get into mental health with you, but I want to ask first, because you said a lot about like consistency and engaging, interacting with your audience, and like responding to people. Does it give you screen fatigue, like full on?
Yeah. There's sometimes, like, my sister's just visited Dubai, and I can't lie, I pretty much ignored messages. I was like, I'm so busy, like, I'm just going to really have a bit of a vacation. Obviously, we had some collaborations in between. She was here. I pick and choose the ones that are going to benefit her time in Dubai. But yeah, sometimes you do get tired. I'm actually looking at point now to expand a bit and hopefully have someone like a social media, kind of someone to answer my messages daily, because that would just take a lot of pressure off me. And I can focus on the content creation, making the videos, and who knows, it's time next year, whole team.
Speaking of the whole interview is about content.
Content.
So DXB Han, you said you will tell us where the name came from.
Yes. So when I was a teacher, I used to always come in, I'd been out late, you know, I shouldn't say it, but whatever. Always late on a night out, and one of my colleagues used to always say to me, oh, it's DXB's biggest hun walking through the corridor. Oh. Where have you been last night, or where have you been in the city, you know? So I actually started as a joke, like TikTok, I thought, oh, DXB hun, and it kind of took off. But you know, that's kind of my advice as well, is that if you're going to do a blog, you know, you could really narrow yourself down to food or this, but it's so good that I called it that, because it doesn't mean I can only cover food. I can literally cover anything I'm comfortable with. And actually, sorry, going back to the question about how many jobs are actually paid, I would say 1 in 20. Yeah.
1 in 20 of your reels that we see on Facebook?
No, 1 in 20 messages. Yeah. I would say you become pickier and pickier. You know, at one time you're trying to pay your rent, you're like, okay, I'll do it. But now you're like, okay, you really have to think about what your audience want, what they're going to respond to. And sometimes I know my audience that are not going to like that, and I just have to say, I'm really sorry, I don't want to waste your money and your time. I'm really honest with people, and I just say that's not going to work, and I think you should choose this blogger instead. You know,
that's cool.
Yeah. And what works for your audience, your content?
I think things that, like, it's more from a British point of view. Like, I can cover lots of things that maybe some other bloggers cannot. So it's more from that type of, you know, view. So brunches, restaurants, you know, things to do. A lot of tourists actually follow my page. It's crazy, from around the world that are visiting Dubai. So I have to think on that mode. Like, if you're visiting Dubai or new to Dubai, someone messaged me the other day, like a lovely message saying, like, you know, I actually have really taken the new life in Dubai, and, you know, I'm only doing things that will benefit my life, and I really love that you found those hidden gems, and more than just partying.
It's cool. We want to actually jump into a game going tell us your best, so we're going to get all of the details about what's going on in Dubai. But before we do, we want to know, for people to jump jobs, so to jump ship from teaching in particular, and jumping into something that looks very glamorous and it looks very fun, what has been the most challenging part?
I get this a lot, and I get actually lots of teachers reach out and they say, can you give me advice? And I would actually say, I didn't actually leave teaching to go full-time straight away into content. I actually took a marketing job for a while, and I was in marketing and influencer management for around 2 months. Then I went part-time, and it was very gradual. So I would just say, make sure you've built something up first. Don't just leave your job and, I'm going to go for it, because it is a lot tough that looks. Make sure you've built that up, them clients or whatever you're going to do, it's secure before you make that jump. But at the same time, be brave and do it. When you know your job pays your rent, it changes your life completely. You work way harder, So before it was like a hobby. Now I'm like, a bit business-minded. No, I will not negotiate my price. It's already reasonable,
And have your number one Huns on the side as well.
Yeah, they're always the biggest supporters. Yeah.
We love that. And we love that, recently we've spoken to so many people, and it's just like having a strong support system makes such a big difference.
Yeah.
And clearly that's for you as well.
Yeah, for sure. You do have to kind of be careful of people wanting to be in your life for a certain reason, to benefit from the glamorous life,
free meals.
Yeah, you get that a lot. Like, I'll be your plus one. Like, oh, I'll go there. Like, random strangers. I'm like, do you not think I got a list of 50 friends that I can take,
The cheek,
Yeah, the cheek of you all.
Fair play. Like, why not?
Yeah, why not? But, you got to have some good camera skills. You're going to eat cold food, It's not as glamorous as it looks sometimes. 100 takes of me walking in.
And they only realize that once they're there with you, and just like, oh,
true. It's nothing in life is free, people. Let me tell you that.
Yes.
Let us jump into DXB Hun reveals Dubai's best kept secrets. We're going to play Tell Us Your Best. We'll say one thing and you tell us the best.
Okay.
In Dubai.
Okay.
I feel like she'll smash this.
Oh, I hope so.
Okay, date night spot.
Where would I go on a date night spot? Or...
You can recommend more than one.
I know, I'm thinking, it's a hard one, date night. I love the cinema, Roxy Cinema maybe. Like, I love that. They do a date night cinema.
Cinema
I
for
know,
date
but
night.
you got to know these people. It's like maybe like a into it, you've been with them a while.
Day 2, 3.
Yeah.
Hidden gem vibes.
Hidden gem. I'm trying to think. Date night, beach. Maybe like a secret beach, I love the Black Palace beach, you can just go for a little coffee on it. It's not great, but
I like that as a beach. I'm a walker for a first date, I must say.
Something Korean bike. I love a Korean bike.
Yes.
Down the beach, the beach track.
I'm down for these activities.
I
Simmer's
love
not
an
so
activity.
much.
Kayaking. They do the crystal clear
For the
kayaking.
first date?
I guess so. Maybe I'll just go for coffee because I don't want to waste my time. If I don't like him, I'm stuck in a meal for 2 hours.
Fine. Date night as to if you're dating for a while and you want to go out for a date night. Yeah, that's cute. Yes, Korean biking.
I like Korean biking for a first date, I must say.
Oh, I know.
Why
I
not?
Like boom battle.
You'll get competitive and you're going to outrace him.
Because they have speed restrictions.
Yeah. I actually
What did you say,
sorry.
Boom?
I actually went with my girls and we were like, this would make the perfect first date boom battle bar.
What is that?
It's in JBR.
Yes.
Yeah, and it's
They have darts?
mini games, and there's drink. It's open till really late. There's a vibe. You've got axe throwing, mini golf,
Yes.
darts. I actually love that. We said this would be the best date because it's something to talk about.
Okay, guys.
Yeah.
You hear that?
Okay.
Taking notes.
They're going to love me.
Places to wow visitors.
I actually went somewhere recently with my sister because you might actually had someone else as well message me the other day. Coral, they visited before, but we want something different. You're nice. It could be anyone. And it was Nuska Beach. They have a beautiful beach bar with Burj Al Arab views, and we had a business lunch, and it was beautiful. That wowed. Nuska Beach. Yeah.
Okay.
That was stunning.
Who's taking notes?
Who's taking us to Nuska Beach?
Okay. Cheap eat spots.
Cheap
Affordable
eat spots, affordable, yeah. I do love pickle, can't lie. That's a nice where should we order? Where should we go? Ordering in as well, a new place. I'm actually a huge fan of Hot Bun. They're just out recently, burgers, waffles. Their burgers are unreal. If you want to order in.
Are you writing it down?
I feel like I'm just getting burgers.
We're going to have a card.
Yeah. I also love, the TGI Friday do a business lunch for 59 dirham, I think it is. Correct me if I'm wrong. But it's unreal. Huge food portions. I couldn't actually believe you get all that for 59 dirham. Yeah.
I used to have TGI Fridays back in the day.
Yeah.
Ladies' night.
Yes.
Oh, my favourite ladies'
the
night.
free drinks ones, not the ones where you pay a package.
Okay.
I think, though, back in the day it was all
There's
free.
none left that are free.
Yeah.
There's none left after COVID. That was
ruined
it.
Yeah.
No. I'm trying to think if there's any free. I've got one I want to try. There's one at Black Flamingo I want to try.
Oh,
yeah. And that is free drink. No, it's not. It's 175. But it's free flowing all night. and I saw that come up. I recommended it to someone even though I've not been because I just know they're a bit of a vibe. If I had visitors, STA Ladies Night, that's good.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of a Ladies Night as well, another one. But maybe like the Made in Shanghai on a Wednesday, Crazy Rich Ladies Night, that's also good.
Remember pre-COVID? If you didn't, it was just free. Ladies.
It was free.
It was a whole other ballgame.
Yeah, like cargo. You used to be able to go in like Pier 7 and have drinks at every level and just be at the top like, woo!
Take the stairs because the lift was busy.
Yeah.
See,
They were the days.
Hack, Pier 7's, levels.
That was good.
Okay. Winter spot suggestions.
Winter spot suggestions. I'm excited for the winter. It's slowly coming. Some days are cold, some days are hot. It came today, right? I just really I'm doing a lot of Abu Dhabi at the moment, and I recently just went to the mangrove walk. I love that in Abu Dhabi. Me and my sister stopped by to do 2-kilometer walk around the mangroves. It's beautiful. Hikes, loving the hikes. Hikes, Global Village. I'm a big fan. I think it's like Marmite. You either love it or hate it, but I'm a huge lover. Global Village. Just love walking around, looking at everything, Hikes as well, hikes.
Global Village.
And kayaking. Kayaking, I think that's great. Hatta. There's loads.
I have not been to Hatta yet. I need to go up. I know. Ever.
What?
It's
I need to go and climb the Hatta sign. That needs to happen this year. And then last one, I'm going to skip burgers because you said pickle. Pizza.
Oh, the best pizza. This is a hard one. I do love pizza.
Spitfire.
I know, I really like. I like Papa John's if I'm going to order in.
Interesting.
The garlic sauce.
Yeah, I'm trying to think as well. I like Basola. They have beautiful
really
Italian
food.
I used to work there when I was little, like 15 to 20. I think I'm more Papa John's and Pizza Hut, but Basola is a beautiful Italian restaurant. I really
they do great
Filia.
pizza.
Like if I was going to go out, Filia is just a stunning Italian restaurant for pizza.
I'm just thinking of like a nice cheesy truffle pizza right now.
I was thinking of the same pizza. I swear.
We know the pizza. Puccinella, great pizzas. All right, so now you know. But guys, if that wasn't enough, how can people find you? How can people ask questions and see your content?
So give me a follow on DXBehind on Instagram or TikTok, and you can message me via Instagram as well. My DMs, I'll just sit there all day answering them.
I will be DMing you tonight.
We are now all day one Huns. Am I right? Guys, thank you so much, Coral. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you.
We're going to be back with you tomorrow morning, same time, same place. Goodbye from me.
Goodbye from me.
Bye. Thanks for having me.